Good evening. My name is Jasper Bruce. I have a 1971 Skylark GS.
How long have you had the car?
2 months.
2 months. Did you build the car, or did you buy it built, or?
About just the way it is.
Tell me a little bit about it.
Okay, I found the car out. It was on the West Coast. Had it shipped here to Mississippi about 2 months ago, and I love it. It rides good. Beautiful car. Everything works in the car, and I'm enjoying it today.
What kind of engine we dealing with? This is what?
We got a 350, 260 horsepower, good shape, runs real good.
What else you can tell me about it that's special? Tell me about it.
I like the convertible top. Day like today, you can let the top down, let the wind blow on you, just cruising around town. Been enjoying it today. This is the second car show today.
Second car show today?
Yeah, we've been over in Brandon at Crossgate this morning, and we left there and came over here.
Good deal. Well, I appreciate you talking with me.
Okay, thank you.
Well, my name's Terry Jensen, live in Brandon, Mississippi, and I've got a 1976 280Z Datsun.
It's back before they went over to Nissan.
Yeah, it was before Nissan was in the United States. I bought the car on eBay in 2011, hit the buy it now button for $6,800. Turns out it was a pretty good investment since it's probably worth 3 times that now. But the reason I like the car is because it was designed for the American market. And I'm a tall guy and I fit fine in the car. It's a sporty car, it's got McPherson struts, it's got a 170 horsepower engine and gets up to probably 130 miles an hour. So I don't drive it that fast, but it is a lot of fun to drive.
So what have you had to do or have done to the car?
I bought the car pretty much as it looks. I've added the louvers in the back, and I put a different air cleaner on it, and I've put white face plates on the gauges so I can see it better with LED lights, and I put different headlights on it so it's a little brighter at night. So I've made it so I can drive it. It's my daily driver, so we take it on trips. Here and there. I probably put about 6,000 miles a year on it. It's just a fun car to drive, and I appreciate talking to you all about it. So
well, I appreciate you sharing it with me.
All right.
John McNamara, got a 1966 Pontiac GTO. It was my uncle's car. He passed away a few years ago. He bought it brand new. It's got 16,200 original miles on it. It's got a 389 tri-power engine. It's got a Hurst 4-speed inside manual, white interior. It's an original engine paint interior. He just took great care of it. Drove it a few years, put it in a garage, covered it up, and never drove it again. He passed away about 3 years ago and left me the car, so I just did some work on it, changed some gaskets, some brake work, and really that's been about it. It's just been a great car to have, and he's taken great care of it. So,
well, with a car that low mileage, how much are you actually driving it?
It had 15,000 miles on it when I brought it down a year and a half ago, so I put 1,200 miles on it in a year and a half.
I understand. This is a particular car this is one I'm okay with not being driven too much, because it's so original.
Yeah, I try to drive it about 25 miles a month just to keep everything going. It's better to drive it than to let it sit. That way everything can get moving around in it.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate you sharing your car with me. You have a beautiful car.
Thank you.
Did you happen to go see the other video I did on the?
I did. I showed my aunt.
Awesome.
She don't have a computer, but she loves seeing the videos. I go see her every 3 months because she can't drive, so I got to buy her groceries and go to the doctor. She lives in Denver still.
Oh wow.
My cousin lives with her son, but he's autistic, so he can't drive either. That's why I got the cars. So I show her videos, and then a few months earlier, I was at the show in Jackson. I got Best of Show and got to meet Dennis Collins. And she knows who he is. My uncle just loved him. So she cried. She watched the video and just cried. She's like, if your uncle was alive, I'd be so happy when someone's enjoying his car. But so I'll show her this one too. I'm gonna go see her again in November. So she just loves it. She loves to know that I'm taking him out. So he had a neighbor that lived with him for 30 years.
Did you get one of these here? you've got one, you've got 2 months.
Okay.
They were giving those out to Roddy Merritt, the organizer.
Okay.
He was on there. He got on their podcast.
Okay.
I know Roddy.
Okay.
You listen to any podcasts like we were sitting around?
Yeah.
Check these guys out.
I sure
They're
will.
really good.
Okay. I sure will. Yeah, she just said drive them. That's all she asked me to do. So that's what I've been doing. So take them out. We pulled them out of the garage, and the guy next door lived there 30 years and never even knew the car was. I'd never seen the car. I'm 50. When he passed, I was 47, and I'd never seen the car. I've only seen pictures of it. Because he drove it. I was born in '71, and he put it in the garage in front of it. I never seen photos, but I'd never seen the car. Yeah.
This thing's incredible.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you. Well, my name is Tony Diaz. I'm from Destin, Florida. I fly the Beechcraft T-34 A model. It was a military trainer for the Air Force, actually based not far from here in Columbus, Mississippi. It was built in 1954 and was an Air Force trainer till the late 50s when they went to jets. The Navy had the B model of this airplane. They liked it so much they kept it till the mid-70s, made major modifications on it, put a turboprop engine on it, and flew that airplane as a trainer till just about 6 or 7, 8 years ago. Then it went to a C model for the Navy, and they used it until just recently. This airplane was actually built because of the Korean conflict. There was a lot of things going on at that time in the 50s, and they had to build a lot of airplanes and train a lot of pilots quickly. We didn't have the capability in the United States at that time to build that many airplanes, so this one and 400 others were actually built in Canada by the Canadian Car and Foundry. So it's been a great airplane for me. I belong to the Commemorative Air Force, and we take it to a lot of shows. We do formation flyovers, we do missing man formations. I fly a lot of veterans with different organizations that I work with, and that's probably one of the most rewarding things that I get to do with this airplane, as well as bring it to events like this, where to let people learn the history of it and just enjoy aviation like I do. What kind of power plant does this unit have?
It's got a Teledyne Continental engine on it. It's got 285 horsepower.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you sharing the information with me. You have a great day.
My pleasure. Thanks for being here.